and welcome to Farming Simulator 19, and today we are testing horsepower for using the MAN trucks. Now what I wanted to check, I've done this blind, I haven't tried yet to see if it makes any difference. I've got 3 trucks lined up. Now the first one is the standard MAN, and that's the 500 horsepower with just the single axle on the back. And then we're pulling the 63,000 litre trailers loaded up with hay. And next we come on to the TGX, and this is 640 horsepower. And then we got the HJM Power, which is the 880 horsepower. Now, does it make a difference? Does it really make a difference? This is what we're going to find out. Now, I've already gone up the hill. On the way we came down in the Julie is the route we're going to take. Now I did it in this truck and it was totally unloaded, and we reached the top speed, well, it peaked at 39 miles per hour and then it crossed the line right at the top at 50 mile an hour, so it pulled up there no problem. But now it's loaded, so let's give it a try. Now I'm going to start them all off. You can see there's a brown bit of, I'm going to start there, and all I'm going to do is set the auto cruise on. That way if the auto cruise is on, then we're going flat out all the way and we're not timing it, so we will see what speed we're going to get. So let's start off. Now I'm going to try and go around this bend in the centre of the road on all drives, or on that lane if I can, and then we come up to this bit coming up the hill, and this is pulling quite well, and we will cut this corner slightly, and that's a 36 mile an hour, 35, 34, 32, that was the lowest, 32, and then as we come to the end of the course, straight over, and it's 47 mile an hour. So it didn't make that much difference really, it loaded or unloaded. It was a little bit slower, but not a huge amount slower. Right, that's that one. Let's go and check the next truck. So this is the 640 horsepower loaded, because the first time I did it, it was unloaded. We got 37, 38, 41, 42, 42 mile an hour, and then it's going to slow down. $32. So it is a little bit slower than the MAN. And 42 across there. Right, so off we go. Try and stay in the middle of the road, around this bend as much as I can. And yeah, we're accelerating well. 51. 49. And the first bend, 44, 45 is accelerating, 45, 44, 43. And 51 mile an hour across the line. So it makes a big difference on the horsepower with the HGM Power with the upgrade. But so there's no point buying the other one, really, is there? You may as well spend the extra £6 and have the extra horsepower, because it makes a difference. Right, what about one more trailer added onto it? Let's try 2 trailers, let's double it up. So we'll be back in a minute. Right then, we reset, and I was going to try it with 2 trailers, but it's just too slow. This is too much of a steep hill to get any. It was doing like 5 mile an hour, so we're just going to use the 1. Do all 3 with 1. Start with the 500 horsepower, so it's 93,000 litres. So start on the starting line just there. Auto cruise on, and we'll try and stay with the cab in that lane, and it's accelerating nicely. 31, 32, 33, 34. $15 an hour, it's gone up 16, so it is actually trying to accelerate. 15, 14, this is a steep bit. 13, 12, so 12 mile an hour was the lowest there. Across the line about 33, so 12 mile an hour and 33, so not bad. Next one, so we got this 640 horsepower MAN with 93,000 litres. And it's still accelerating. 32, top speed on that bit, and then it's gonna sink right down, I think. Yeah, 14 mile an hour, and then it's gonna go right down. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes 10 mile an hour. Here comes the steep bit. 13, 11, 10, 8. So this is 640 horsepower. 6 mile an hour. So what is the crack with that then? When the 500 horsepower does a better job. And cross the line, that's about 30. Not very impressive for the 640 horsepower compared to the 500 horsepower MAN. It's that's pants. So that must mean the HJM 880 horsepower has got to kick some ass. Right, let's go and find out. So here we go with the MAN 880 horsepower. Now this should be flying up here. $32, $34, $36, $38. That was a 38 mile an hour, so we have got a bit more power being put down. And then coming round, yeah, we were doing sort of 14 mile an hour, 26, 24, 23, 22, 21, that lowest there. So it does make a difference. But weirdly, the standard one, and we're crossing the line at 38. So the standard one was got the 640 horsepower, isn't that great. So if you want the upgraded one, otherwise what's the point? I really expected this one here to outperform that one, but it didn't really. This one's just as good, and it's 130 grand, where this is 180 grand. So there we have it. Well, that is the man horsepower test. And don't forget to check out my other videos for more horsepower tests. It's something what I'm going to keep doing now. It's something what I want to keep looking at and see if it changes when we get new tractors and trucks back out. Right, well, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you did, then smash that like button for me, much appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel, why not go and check out one of my hundreds of other farming simulator videos. Thanks for watching. Till next time, goodbye.